My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. This breakdown is brought to you by Premium Membership. Premium Membership brings you all sorts of betting and fantasy tools to help you make money. Things like exclusive 2, 3, and 4 leg parlays, betting calculators, parlay calculators, daily fantasy ownership projections, fighter salary rankings, and so much more. Check it out now at WeWantPicks.com. Scroll to the top and click Become a Member. And don't forget, we are giving away $50. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit, we send you $50. Next up, at UFC London, we have Mandy Bohm taking on Victoria Leonardo. Mandy Bohm is 7-1 overall, 4-1 in her last 5, and she is looking for her first UFC win. Victoria Leonardo is 8-4 overall, 2-3 in her last 5, and she is riding a 2-fight loss streak. Mandy Bohm is coming off a loss in her UFC debut, which is a pretty one-sided striking match. She was knocked down twice and almost had her strike count tripled. But despite what happened in that fight, Mandy's actually pretty good everywhere. I wouldn't say she's great anywhere, but her striking is solid, and so is her grappling. She has 8 fights in her career, and 7 of them were on the regional scene. So it's always hard to gauge somebody's talent level when you really haven't seen them fight outside of the regional scene very often. But Mandy Bohm, pretty good everywhere, pretty well-rounded fighter. Victoria Leonardo is definitely the veteran here. She only has a few more fights, but she has had fights at a higher level of competition, even on the regional scene. She likes to come forward with lots of pressure. She wants to get it to the ground, and she'll do it with body locks. She doesn't have just clean wrestling takedowns, but she will work you to the ground. Her BJJ is decent, and it makes up for any skill gaps that she has with pressure and persistence. She's coming off 2 losses in a row to UFC debuts. So on its surface, that doesn't look good. Then you look a little closer, it's like, oh, it was Melissa Gatto's UFC debut. Oh, it was Manon Farrow's UFC
Melissa.
debut. So all of a sudden, Victoria Leonardo, yes, she was getting UFC debuts, but they were both killers. And it's another tricky fight to break down, 2 in a row, because Mandy's a talented fighter, but she's inexperienced. And while Victoria only has 1 win in the UFC, she's definitely fought the higher level of competition. In order for Victoria to win, I think she needs to get it to the ground. But can she? Because Mandy defended all 4 of Ariane Lipski's takedown attempts. But frankly, I think Lipski has some pretty terrible takedowns. My head and my gut are split here. My head is saying Mandy is the overall more talented fighter. But my gut is saying Leonardo. What?
Oh, I said.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just doing my, if you want to talk over me.
No, you said your mind, your gut. I said your mind has said what? Your mind said Mandy?
I didn't get there yet. You were too busy interrupting.
And then your gut said spaghetti, right?
Oh, aren't you clever? Okay. Anyway, where the hell? Oh, so my head is saying Mandy.
This is gonna take forever. This is gonna be fucking 3 hours.
Because she's the more talented fighter, but my gut is saying Leonardo because of her pressure. A lot of people will see the 2-fight skid and completely ignore the fact that those were quality losses. I'm going to go with my head here, though. I'm going to lean with Mandy Bohm. And it again, is not a very confident pick, but she is the overall more talented fighter. Definitely a no-bet situation. We have 14 fights to bet on. This is not going to be one of them. You got something to say now?
Yeah, I got a lot of things to say about a lot of things, but I'll just keep it to this fight for right now. The chat, I think, is kind of nailing this. I was reading the chat as it goes on. Listen, Mandy is a striker that thinks that she is a lot better than what she actually is. She went in that fight against Ariane, and shout out Ariane, by the way. I'm always tweeting you, Ariane, and you never respond to my tweets. If you're seeing this, please respond to my tweets. She went in there hands low, like looking like she was like just gonna like just style on Ariane Lipski, and just got absolutely destroyed in that matchup. Got dropped, and in the 3rd round, after she was getting beat up, 1st round, 2nd round, getting absolutely beat up. That 3rd round, you would like to see the fighter come out, a little bit of fire, a little bit of urgency. I need to finish my UFC debut. And she came out flat, looked like she just wanted to get the hell out of there. You mentioned Herbert Burns in the last fight. There was Herbert Burns written all over her in the 3rd round of that last fight. She looked like she had no interest in trying to push the pressure. if it comes down to toughness, I'm going to give that to Victoria in this fight head over heels. She broke her arm and or broke her hand 2 fights ago. The last fight, she broke her arm and wanted to fight through it. The doctor came out and said, hey, your arm is broken. And she said, I'm fine. I'm fine. Let me fight. Let me fight. It's been tough going and tough luck for Victoria. I think I picked her in every single fight. I think she was my lock of the week in her first UFC
Your very
debut.
first ever, yeah.
Right, I really, really like her on the ground, and I think that this fight is going to come down to toughness. Both these girls are not super skilled anywhere. Victoria is much more skilled on the ground, and if this comes down to toughness, I'm going to pick Victoria 100 out of 100 times, and I think that this fight probably gets a little bit sloppy, and it comes down to toughness, and I got to go with Victoria 100%. So I'm not super confident in it. I do agree that Mandy probably is the more technical, and definitely in the striking has the advantage, but Victoria's tough enough. You've seen her take shots before, and she's going to keep coming, even if she snaps her arm again. So I'm going to pick Victoria just based on toughness. If this fight finds its way to the ground, you can see Victoria with the finish as well. She's going to be motivated after breaking her arm twice. I feel bad for her, man. So my pick is Victoria in this fight.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, this is not a fight that that people should be betting on. There's no money to be made here. Just leave it alone. Let it go. DraftKings 8,400 to 7,800. In DraftKings, I'm not a dog or pass. Like I hate those things. Like that's just not who I am, right? And I don't even like the logic of dog or pass. I get it, but I'm not just gonna bet on somebody because they're an underdog. Like I think they're gonna win. I'm not gonna take could go either way. Let me do the dog. But in DraftKings, that logic may work with Victoria because if she gets those takedowns, she'll score real points. So $7,800 in DraftKings. She actually might be worth that money. Betting real human dollars, stupid as hell.
No, I agree. I think the value definitely is in the $7,800 because Mandy has shown. I keep harping on the toughness and stuff, but if things start getting tough, she's not going to start pushing pressure. She's just going to fold. So Victoria has shown time and time again how tough she is, and she's going to be around, man. So I think the value definitely is in Victoria.
Yeah, and you get a better deal with her on DraftKings than the betting odds are. She's almost even, right? Plus 110 is almost even. But DraftKings gave her a decent discount there at $7,800. So she might be worth a lineup play. Monkey Knife Fight strike line. I do think it's a long, sloppy-ish fight. Mandy Bohm had her strikes almost tripled in her last fight, but she still landed a good amount. And she is busy. So this might be a more and more. I think it's a little bit sloppy. And keep in mind, this is every single strike, not significant strikes. So as Victoria's looking for those takedowns, all of these little pepper, King Kong type side of the head shots, those all count. Those all add up. I think it's more and more a monkey knife fight. What do you think?
I think it's less, man. I think they're in a clinch early, and if it goes to the ground, Victoria's going to submit her pretty quickly in my mind. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it playing out. So I'm going less.
We're split there. What's always funny is some people complain. Some dude complained today because in my quick picks video, I was like, I made money last week. Jacob made money last week. And he's like, how do you make money? You guys disagree. I don't know what to do. It's like, well, first, don't follow blindly. That's step one. Step two, absorb the information and make an informed decision. That's what we're here for. We're not here just to tell you what to do.
Number one rule for this channel is don't be a dipshit, guys. It's very easy. Don't be a dipshit. Okay, Jacob. You are literally a dipshit every single Tuesday. Whoa! I didn't even attack you. All of a sudden, I give it. That's crazy.
All day you've been sending me annoying text messages that nobody else gets to see. Anyway, you guys want $50?
I warned them about that. They're tune in for the main event, guys. This will be fun.
You guys want $50? Go to wewantpicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Literally that simple. We just send you $50. And don't forget to become a premium member. Go to wewantpicks.com. At the top, click Become a Member, and you get all sorts of access to DFS tools, betting tools, and all sorts of other exclusive content at wewantpicks.com.